Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Teresa and today's video is all about TBR harvest. Hello everyone, like I said, I'm Teresa. Welcome to my video. Oh my gosh, you guys, it is the first day since it started getting warm that is cool enough for me to wear a sweater, and I love it. I am a sweater person, and to be able to finally wear a sweater is like means fall is officially here, and I'm so excited. And with fall officially being here also brings along TBR Harvest, which is what I'm going to be talking about today. TBR Harvest is a readathon in the month of October that is hosted by the wonderful Leandra from Leandra the TBR Zero. She so graciously asked me to be a part of it this year for her booktuber bingo. Basically, she got a lot of booktubers together to give a prompt that are on the bingo boards. It's really amazing. The work that she has put into the videos, the time, just keeping track of everybody and all of the things is truly amazing. So please do go watch her video to support her. She has really just put so much time into this community because her whole goal is to help share the love and spread the community, which I just think is amazing. So I know I've already said it, but thank you again, Leandra, for asking me. I was truly touched that you would consider me to be a part of your game for the readathon this month. October is my birthday month, of course. You know, I'm quite in love with the spookiness. I'm quite in love with the October season because October is a season. And of course, I got to celebrate by playing TBR Harvest. The way that Leandra has this set up is there's 3 different ways you can play. You can travel through the pumpkin patch, you can wander along the tombstones, or you can play the bingo. I don't know what other word that would work for that, but you can play the bingo card. And like I said, I'm one of the booktubers that Leandra asked to be a part of the bingo. So if you guys want to see what my prompt was, go make sure that you check her out. Like I said, everything will be down below, her video, everything. Okay, anyways, so I'm playing all 3. The way that I plan on doing it though is the pumpkin patch is kind of my main TBR. So I played the patch, I rolled, I played the patch. I rolled the rolls, I went through the pumpkin patch and collected all of my pumpkins. So that'll be like my goal for the readathon. I will also be doing the bingo, just kind of reading what I can where I can to try and get a bingo. My goal is just to get a bingo. I'm using 2 different boards. I'm using board number 8 and board number 4. So I'm hopefully getting a bingo on at least one of the boards. My goal would be to get a bingo on both boards, but we'll see how that happens. And then as far as the tombstones go, it's like a scavenger hunt. It's really cool. But I'm basically just going to be pairing the books I read to that. So I'm not going to be seeking out books for the scavenger hunt. It's just going to be like, okay, what on my books works for the scavenger hunt? And then I'll fill in those tombstones. That's kind of how I plan on playing in the month of October, just to keep it kind of chill, because I'm already doing my Jurassic TBR, which is my personal TBR game. And I am participating in Journey Through the Bible, which is hosted by Katie from Paperbacks and Ponytails. I will link her down below as well, and a separate video will be coming from my TBR for that. So the way that Leandra did this was really genius, I think. She rolled the dice to tell her how many rolls that she needed to do in the game to complete the pumpkin patch. And so I went ahead and did that. As you guys will see in a minute, I rolled a 12, which means that I had to go around the pumpkin patch 12 different times. I will insert the video of me doing that here in just a minute. One really fun thing about this game, we have ghosts and we have cats, and each ghost and each cat has a companion that you have to try and pair up if you want to. You don't have to. You can, play this however you want. But I really wanted to collect all the cats and all of the ghosties. And if you want to play hard mode, up here in the corner right here, we have what each of the pumpkin colors mean. So an orange color is seasonal. A brown color means it needs to be a new to you book or new to you whatever. Orange means it comes from your TBR. Green is a pull pick, and the jack-o'-lantern faces mean you have to harvest elsewhere, which is to go find another readathon and get a prompt from there. Because Leandra is all about supporting the community and other creators, and I just think that's seriously so amazing. So definitely want to give her all the love and support as well. I will say that I didn't even think about the fact that you don't have to land on the cat or the ghost to collect the cat or the ghost. You just have to pass buy them. At least that's one of the ways that you can play. I forgot about that. So you'll see that I may have more than 12 rolls because I wanted to collect all the cats and all the ghosts because I'm extra like that. So let's go ahead and I will show you my rolls and we'll just go from there. Okay guys, so here is my little baby board that I have. And I have a D20 that let me zoom out actually really quick to start. Okay, I'm not zoomed out that far, but if you hear noise in the background, that's Ranger chewing on his water bottle. Let's go ahead and roll our D20. This is really awkward because I'm using a little baby tripod and like it's not, I don't have enough room. What did I get? I got a 12. Okay, so that means I gotta go 12 rounds on the board. I'm using a D8 because I couldn't find my D6 to be perfectly honest with you. So we can start wherever we want, and basically the starting place is the first prompt. So we pick whatever prompt we want to start with first, and then that we go from there. So I'm thinking I'm going to start here on the read 51% of the book at night, because that's super easy, especially now that it's getting darker earlier, which is one thing about this time of year I'm not a fan of, is the shorter days. But I'll start there because that gives me both the ghost and the cat there. Okay, so that gives me my first prompt, and I have collected this companion cat with little ghosty there. So let's go ahead and roll from there, and that'll need to be a pull pick because it's a green pumpkin. Roll number, you're just gonna have to trust me that I'm rolling because I can't really show you guys. We got a 4. Let's go get our little ghosty. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'll go for a 5-star prediction. I am, of course, filming this part later after I did my rolls. I did my rolls a couple days ago so I could get all my TBR figured out to like make sure it matches with everything else that's happening in the month. So I don't remember what I rolled, like what number or whatever. Apologies. You obviously just saw it, so like I don't need to repeat that. I'm pretty sure I said this in the video or in the last clip that you can pick wherever you start, and that's just prompt number 1 for you. So I picked right here this little green pumpkin because that has a ghost and a cat. It's the only one that has both the companions for the same prompt. So I went ahead and started with that one, and that is to read 51% of your book at night. And I am trying to do the hard mode, which means that I have to do a poll pick. And I already did a poll pick. I posted over on the Discord and I let people decide which book I'm going to be reading. I put in emoji polls. Like, so I didn't put the title or the author, I just put an emoji, and I tried to match the emojis to either the theme of the book or the cover or something like that. So here I'll insert the picture here. This is what the poll results were. And the book that was picked for me is The Garden Girls by Jessica R. Patch. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for this one. I'm probably starting this October 1st because I can't wait. This is book 3 in a companion series. You don't technically have to read them in order, but like I'm a completionist and that's just how I do it. But this is the last book in the series, at least that has been written as of right now. And the series is the FBI Strange Case series. And we are following, basically, if you guys know what Criminal Minds is, the TV show, this is Criminal Minds in book form. Yeah, if you do like Criminal Minds TV show, read these books because they are so good. They are so good. It says, on a remote Outer Banks island, a serial killer collects his prized specimens. And to stop him, FBI agent must confront his own twisted past. So we are following Tiberius Granger, who is a character that does appear in both previous books. Each book is following a different member of the squad. He is a survivor of a cult. I believe it was a religious cult. I might be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure he is a survivor of a religious cult. And somehow this case that he has taken on directly applies or is connected to his past. And I'm so excited. I really like Tiberius as a character, and I'm excited to get his story. So The Garden Girls is what I'll be reading for this one. Okay, we're already a little bit into this video, and I'm like, I have a lot to talk about, so I'm just gonna go a lot faster with my recaps. And the books, I'm not really gonna tell you too terribly much about what they're about. I'm just going to kind of rapid fire as much as possible. So the next one that I landed on was a 5-star prediction, and that was Orange, which means I had to read off my TBR. I don't know if she meant own TBR or just your TBR in general, but I went ahead and picked one that is actually on my Jurassic TBR, so like I think it counts. And that is The Fossil Hunter by T. Cooper. This is a historical fiction set in Australia in 1800 or 1880 and then again in 1919, so dual timeline, which I absolutely love. And we are following a female paleontologist. Cannot get more perfect than that for me. And this just says buried secrets, an ancient fossil, and one woman's determination to unravel a 19th century mystery. It takes place in Australia, and this cover is just really pretty. So this is what I'll be reading for that. I want to get those out of the ghosts and cats done out of the way as soon as possible. So 5-star prediction. Let's go for our next roll. That's a 6. Okay, I think I know what I'm gonna do. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, which lands me on BOO in title or author. So I have to find those letters, and that is a yellow. That means I get ghost number 3. Then I landed on a really fun one, which is BOO in title. It does not have to spell out boo. There just has to be a B, an O, and an O somewhere within the title and the author name. So for that one, I'm picking The Girl in the Bog. We have a B, we have an O, and down here in the author's name, we have another O. So B-O-O, boo. The Girl in the Bog is what I'll be reading. It says ancient heroes from Irish mythology and folklore come to life in a modern world in this dark, atmospheric story, at once a thrilling chase novel and a reimagining of Ireland's oldest epic. So apparently there is some humor in here as well. I don't know, but basically a girl, a body, is found in a bog. She's like 2,000 years old, and then she comes to life. So kind of wild, kind of crazy. I'm excited. It sounds good, and it feels very Halloween. Where are you, dice? Row 4 is a 2. So I can go series read, no I can't because I gotta go there. Series read, or I can go jack-o'-lantern, which is harvest elsewhere. Let's go to the jack-o'-lantern because I want to try and get down here and get that cat. I also need to go over here. I don't know. I got 12 rolls. We're good to go. Then I landed on the jack-o'-lantern, which means I have to harvest elsewhere, and it was an orange one. So that just means it needs to be a seasonal-based prompt. Or not prompt, but a seasonal-based book. I'm choosing to read a book that I am also reading for the Journey Through the Bible readathon, and I will be reading for the prompt Rope Ladder. I'll be reading the book Amber Gold by Rochelle Nelson. Okay, first off, these colors to me seem very fall, and this is a YA fantasy novel with dragons. Like, to me, it sounds almost like a Beauty and the Beast retelling, but with dragons. So I'm very excited for that. Okay, roll 5. Row 5 is a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We are on series read, and that is a poll pick. Then we had a series read, and I needed to do the poll for that. So here is the poll that I put up, and the book that everyone chose for me was Scythe by Neil Shusterman. And this one I need to read for my 25 and 25. I also need to read it for my Jurassic TBR. But this is, I'm sure most of you know what it is. If not, it's a YA utopian that could possibly be dystopian. There is no such thing as death anymore. Death doesn't exist. People never die. So we need to have, basically, they need to cull the population every now and then because you're gonna like crowd the earth out if not. So we're following some characters who are in training to become scythes, who are the people that go and dispatch others that no longer need to be on Earth. But I'm pretty sure that this ends up being like a dystopian type world. So very, very excited for this. Rule number 6. Rule number 6 is a 7. That gives me a lot of options. Okay. I think what I'm going to do is this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Treat yourself, and that means I have collected all but one of the ghosts at this point. So the only ghost I need to get to is the cozy activity, but I still have only got one cat. And this one is orange, so it is a seasonal read. Or a seasonal
a seasonal treat.
Then I landed on Treat Yourself. I'm really excited for that one. What I'm going to do for this is I'm going to go to Dutch Brothers, which if y'all don't have a Dutch Brothers near you, I'm so sorry, because they have the best drinks. I'm not a coffee drinker, so I judge coffee places on their non-coffee drinks. And Dutch Bros is so good. They have the best hot chocolate in the world. So what I'm going to be doing is going to Dutch Brothers, and I'm going to be getting a pumpkin spice hot cocoa as my treat.
Bowl number 7. Bowl number 7 was a 5. You just gotta trust me, guys. I have no idea where anything is, so I wouldn't be making that up anyways. Yeah, we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to comfort genre. That's yellow, so that's off my TBR. And I get a cat.
Next up I land on comfort genre, and this is from my TBR. So I'm going with Silver in the Bone by Alexandra Bracken. One of my comfort genres is fantasy. My other one I would say is thriller. Those are the two, even though thriller and comfort don't really seem to go together, but those are my two go-to. So I thought, why not do fantasy? Because fantasy seems a little bit more cozy or comforting than a thriller. And this also has to do with King Arthur, and I really love King Arthur. I actually took an Arthurian Legends class in college. So this one, we're following a girl. She's breaking into ancient crypts of sorcerers to steal artifacts, and there is a ring that supposedly connects to King Arthur, and she has to team up with her rival to try and get this ring to be able to save her brother from a curse. And this is the gorgeous fairy lived edition. So this is what we're reading for comfort genre.
Bowl number 8 of 12 is a 2. So I only have 2 options here, 1, 2, or 1, 2. Either way is a jack-o'-lantern. I think I want to go up though, because I do still need to get this cat over here. And I need to get you. So I'm gonna go up. 1, 2. Jack-o'-lantern, which is Harvest Elsewhere, and this one is seasonal.
And once more, jack-o'-lantern. I'm really excited for this one. This is to Harvest Elsewhere once again, and again, it's the seasonal one. So what I did was go over to Kelsey from Slime and Slashers. I looked at her readathon. I'm going to very loosely be participating in her readathon as well, which I believe is Halloweenathon. And what I did was I took the board and I rolled the dice, and I figured whatever the first prompt is that I land on will be the prompt that I use for this. Well, I rolled 2. The prompt for that was to read/watch a well-loved book or movie. And so what I'm going to be doing is watching a movie for this one, which I think is perfect. I'm thinking for this one, I'm going to watch The Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. I have not seen that movie in so long, and it is very beloved, well known. And so yeah, I'm going to watch The Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown for the prompt.
Well, number 9. Well, number 9 is a 6. So let's see if I can strategically make this so I can get a cat. So, nope, I can't get a cat no matter which way I go. Let's just do this because that's kind of fun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. A book that scares me that is new to me because it's a brown one. That's the first time I've landed on a brown. So a new to me book that scares me.
So then I landed on a book that scares you, and this has to be a new to you book. I'm interpreting this as in I don't have it because, like I said, the TBR one, I put some books that are on my TBR that I don't physically own, but they're still there. So this one is technically on my TBR because it's on my 40 by 40, so I'm aware of it is on a TBR, but it's not a book I have here, so it would be new to me when I get it from the library because that's where I'm going to be acquiring it from. Yeah, so that's how I'm interpreting this one. Also, this was a little bit difficult because I don't get scared in books. I mean, I read thrillers and stuff, and I read books that are, I don't read a lot of horror, but I do read some horror books. And I was I don't really get scared often in books. So I decided to kind of interpret this in a way of I'm a little bit scared of the author. I'm a little bit scared of the hype of the book. I'm a little bit scared of the content of the book. Yeah, it's just overall a book that I have been frightened to read because it is so iconic. And that is Misery by Stephen King. I have not watched the movie. I want to read the book before I watch the movie, but I know the basic gist of this story. We're following a author who gets in a crash or something happens to him, and this woman rescues him, but she is his #1 fan, and she is not too happy about the fact that he killed off one of the characters in his latest book, and so she's going to keep him with her until he agrees to change the book. At least that is, from my understanding, what the story is. And this is scary to me in a few different ways. Stephen King, I'm not scared of him. Like, he's a horror author, but I'm not like, oh, his books are scary. I'm scared of the sense that I've read a few of his books before and was not a fan. I am not a fan of Stephen King. So that scares me in the sense of I very well might dislike this book. It is a little bit scary. It is a Stephen King, and he's not my favorite author. So in that sense, it scares me. The topic is creepy, right? It's supposed to be super atmospheric and creepy. I mean, it's Stephen King, you know? Plus, it's like, it's Stephen King, so that's scary reading a Stephen King book and thinking, what if I don't like it? So many people love it. And then also scary in the sense of like, I am concerned that there might be content in this book that I'm not okay with. So I'm worried or scared that I may have to DNF it. That is how I'm choosing to interpret this prompt.
We're getting close to the end and not having any more cats and ghosts. Oh no. The next roll number 10 out of 12 is a 7, and I still have 1 ghost and 3 cats. I don't know if I'm gonna make it, guys. Okay, I know what I'm gonna do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and get CAT in title or author. So at least these guys are paired up, and that is a green, which means it needs to be a pull pick.
Moving right along to collect another cat companion, I have to read a book that has CANT in the title and or author name. This was another poll pick, so once more, here is the poll. And the book that was chosen for me was The Mishap at the Halloween Wedding. I did not write down the author's name, I apologize, but this is the sequel to the Halloween Bookshop. I can't remember what the first one was called, but it takes place in the town of St. Helens, Oregon, which is not too far from where I live. And this is where the original Halloween Town Disney movie was filmed. So it's really cool to see a book set in a place that you know. Like, I don't know St. Helens super well, but I do have a family that lives there and stuff, so it's just really cool to see a book set there. Yeah, that's what I'm reading. I don't even know what it's about. I just know it's the sequel, so hopefully I enjoy it.
Well, number 11 of 12. That is a 6. That's good, maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I'm getting scenic reading, which I think that just means... Honestly, I don't remember what that one means, so I'm gonna have to find out. But then I get that little cat, and that would be off of my TBR because it's yellow.
And then I landed on scenic reading, which is to read a book with a fall or Halloween type of themed cover. And so that I'm choosing Shattered Sanctuary by Nancy Mell. This is book 1 in this series, and I don't remember the name of the series. I have not yet read from Nancy Mell, but I do know that she's a Christian author who writes more on the thriller spooky side of the genre, so I really want to try her out. And this cover, to me, is extremely fall. Like the leaves, the red, it's fall. So it is scenic, and that is what I'm choosing.
I'm down to 1 roll, but I'm missing a ghost and a cat. I am missing the Cozy Activity ghost and the highly anticipated cat. Let's just roll and see what happens, and we'll figure it out from there. Another 6. Nope, no matter what I do, I can't get a ghost or a cat. I kind of feel bad leaving them though without their companion. I'm just gonna do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So under 300 or over 400 pages, and that is a book off of my TBR.
Then I have the prompt to read a book that is under 300 pages or over 400 pages. And again, this is one that has to be on my TBR. So I don't know where I put the book. I literally just had it like a couple days ago, and now it's disappeared. So I'll find it hopefully before it comes time to read it. But I'm going to be reading Whisper in the Willows by Beverly Lewis. This is a children's chapter book, middle grade-ish type of story that is following a young girl who is best friends with an Amish girl. Like, she lives right next door to the Pennsylvania Dutch Amish. Is it Pennsylvania Dutch Amish? I'm sorry if I'm saying that incorrectly, but the Amish community from Pennsylvania, the very, prominent one. She lives next door to it. She herself is not Amish, but they have adventures and mysteries, and I don't know what this one's about. All I know is it's the second book in the series. I really enjoyed book one, and it is some kind of mystery. So I figured, hey, this would be fun to read for this one. And it's short. I know it's under 300. It might even be under 200. I can't remember the exact number because, like I said, I don't have it with me, but it is fairly small book. So this one will 100% work for under 300 pages.
Okay, I'm just gonna roll again just to see what I get, because I still need 2. Let's just see what happens. I got a 5. I don't think that's gonna help me any. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know what? Let's roll a d20. Let's roll a d20 and see what I have. See what it says. 13. So maybe we can get maybe we can get one. Oh, I can do it, guys. Okay, so I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. Highly anticipated. That is a new to me book that's highly anticipated, and I got the kitty.
Now, this is where I said I forgot that all I have to do is pass by it to collect it. I was like, I gotta land on it. So, of course, I had to add extra rules to my game because I can't just leave them without their companion. That's mean. So I landed on highly anticipated. And once again, this is a new to me book, which, once again, I am interpreting this as new to me, as in I don't physically have it in my hands. And that is The Bell Tolls at Traeger Hall by Jamie Jo Wright. This is her newest release. It is releasing October 21st of this year, 2025. I have it on pre-order, so the second it comes in the mail, I'm going to be reading it. It is highly anticipated, most anticipated, whatever. She's my favorite author. I love all of her works, so I'm very excited to get to this one. Once again, I can't really tell you what this is about, other than it's mysteries in the past, mystery in the present. They somehow connect, and it's questionably paranormal, possibly has to do with the bell tower. That's all I know, but I'm very excited for it.
Now, the only ghost I need is the cozy activity ghost, and that pairs up with the comfort genre kitty. So this kitty is missing his little ghosty friend. So let me roll one more time and see if I can get it. I don't want to be adding a ton of stuff to here, but let's just see. Okay, that's an 8. Let's see if I can do it. Oh my gosh, I can do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Guys, I got it. I got it. So we got cozy activity, that is a pulpit. That got me 14. I have 14 prompts, but every ghost is paired with his kitty, so no one is left out. Yay!
And holy moly, did I get lucky with this. I was able to only roll, twice more to get the 2 that I needed. It worked out just perfect. And of course, that was to do a cozy activity. This was a pole pick. Here is the poles. The options were cross stitching, walking ranger in the park, in the leaves, playing in the leaf pile, or baking a sweet potato apple casserole, which is one of my favorite dishes. That was my grandmother's recipe. So, and y'all chose, or they all chose on Discord, for me to walk ranger in the park and play in the leaves. So that is what I will be doing at some point in October. Don't know when. Probably be later in the year or later in the month, because as of right now, we really haven't had a lot of leaf change. It's been quite warm, and they are predicting a quite warmer October as well, so it'll probably be closer to the end of the month. But at some point in the month, I will be walking ranger in the leaves. We'll be playing in the leaves in the park. That is my cozy activity. So that is my pumpkin patch complete. Like I said, I will be doing the tombs and tomes, and I will be doing the bingo board. Those, though, are just going to be like read as I go. I'm not really having any set TBR for them. I'm just going to kind of read and hope that I can, fit things in where I can fit them in. Pumpkin Patch is the only set one that I have. So that is it. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know if you're participating in this. Even if you're not, like I said, please do go support Leandra. She is seriously the kindest person, and she just really loves to give back to the community. So make sure that you give her some love as well. And, hey, maybe watch some of those videos to see where I appear on the bingo board, plus all the other amazing creators that she asked. And there are so many good prompts, you guys. I'm like, even though they're not on my board, I might still have to steal it or use it because they're good. So yeah, go check out all the other creators and all of the things and the wonderful things that Leandra has done for this readathon. If you want to leave me an emoji, leave a fall emoji, a pumpkin, a fall leaf, anything fall related, leave it down below in the comments. If you have nothing else to say, you can just leave the emoji, let me know you were here. Please do make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you have not already but want to continue to see more videos by me. I would truly appreciate it. I am so grateful for this community, and I'm so grateful that I get to sit here in my cozy sweater and talk about books with you all. Thank you so much for joining me, you guys. Happy TBR harvest, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.